Welcome to the English news of Binh Phuoc radio, television station and newspaper. Now top story today. I'm Ngọc Thủy. Binh Phuoc hosts investment promotions conference with Singapore. Binh Phuoc boasts average economic growth of 9.3% in the 2005-2020 period. Cabinet meeting looks into socio-economic situations. Vietnam's GDP expands 7.72% in the second quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, an investment promotion conference between Binh Phuoc province and businesses and partners from Singapore was held this morning in Binh Phuoc. Our reporter from the event will show you details.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the 25 years since re-establishment, Binh Phuoc Party organizations, authority and people show their determination to surmount all difficulties and challenges and have positive, proud result. To fulfill the targets of becoming an industrial province, positive sustainable development by 2025, local authority has paid due regard to infrastructure development investment in a modern and connected manner, together with the building of intra- and inter-regional transport network facilitating investment, attraction, and industrial development, which its advantages in infrastructure, workforce, material supply, geographic location, and especially investment incentive. Binh Phuoc aspires to become an attractive destination for foreign investors and businesses, especially those from Singapore. Next to me right now is Mr. Arif, General Director of Đài Phát Vietnam. I want to know your opinions about the policies investment in Binh Phuoc province.
So far, the policy and investment climate in Binh Phuoc province has been very good, very well. As I mentioned before, also with the motto of 2 fast and 3 good, like fast site clearance, fast implementation of investment procedure, and good policy, good infrastructure, and good sentiment has been being practiced by all level of governments. So it's very welcome, and then we don't have any difficulties in bringing investment here.
How about in person and online? The conference aims to connect Singaporean firm and partner and have significant meaning for Binh Phuoc to promote its potential advantages and incentive to businesses, investors, and partners from Iceland states. We hope that the conference today will offer opportunity to local leaders to meet and provide Singaporean investors and partners information on Binh Phuoc's climate and policies.
Binh Phuoc province recently held a conference to collect opinions on its route planning for the 2021-2030 period and vision to the 2050.
According to the Vietnam Fatherland Front chapter in Binh Phuoc province, it has so far received 9 reports from experts and centers contributing ideas for the province draft plan for the 2021-2030 period and vision to 2050. In regard to targets and orientations based on analysis and assessments from experts, the draft plan pinpoints 4 major bottlenecks in Binh Phuoc province, including transport infrastructure and the quality of human resources and policies. Consulting journals put forward 3 breakthrough measures aimed at turning Binh Phuoc into an attractive and developed destination and among the driving forces of the southern region. Participants at the conference spoke highly of the determination of the consulting unit devising the plan in regard to the volume of documents collected and surveyed, analytical skills, and draft planning for the future. Experts and centers voiced their opinions on the province draft plan and put forth recommendations for its development.
Binh Phuoc projects average annual economic growth of 9.3% in the 2005-2020 period.
In the 15 years from 2005 to 2020, the province's average annual economic growth came in at 9.3%. In the 2006 to 2010 period, the figure was 13.2%, or 7.94 percentage points higher than in the southern key economic region, 8.1 percentage points higher than in the southern region, and 6.4 percentage points higher than in the country as a whole. However, in the 2011-2015 period, average annual economic growth in Binh Phuoc province stood at 6.9%, 0.1 percentage points lower than in the southern key economic region, equal to the average in the southern region, and 0.73 percentage points higher than in the country as a whole. Meanwhile, between 2016 and 2020, the province's average economic growth was 7.9%, 1.3 percentage points higher than in southern key economic region, 1.5 percentage points higher than in the southern region, and 1.9 percentage points higher than in the country as a whole.
In the first half of 2022, with no dangerous epidemics found in Binh Phuoc's poultry, cattle, and aquatic resources, the province's animal husbandry activities purchased stable growth.
Binh Phuoc province has set up epidemic-free facilities for poultry and cattle. The province is home to more than 13,500 buffaloes, up 0.98% year-on-year, and 39,100 oxen, up 0.16%. The risk of African swine fever remains, but is negligible, so the province's pork sector is showing signs of recovery. It has more than 1.6 million pigs, up 44.26% compared to the same time last year. Poultry also enjoyed growth, despite rising prices of animal feed, delivering a blow to investment and production expansion. Binh Phuoc now has in excess of 12.3 million fowls, up 65% against the same time last year, including over 11.7 million chickens, up nearly 63%. Though epidemics do not affect the province's poultry, cattle, and aquatic resources, pathogens remain in the environment. Binh Phuoc authorities, therefore, need to keep a close watch on epidemics and roll out preventive measures in a timely and effective manner so as to curb any epidemics in the locality.
Vietnam reaped significant socio-economic achievements in the first half of this year, despite global uncertainties and domestic difficulties. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính turned online conference between the governments and localities, and a regular cabinet meeting on July 4th.
According to the government leader, the world situation developed complicatedly over the past time. The pressure of high inflation, surging commodity prices, and disrupted supply chains could be felt in Vietnam. However, Vietnam has brought the COVID-19 pandemic under control and ensured macroeconomic stability and major economic balances, Prime Minister Chính stressed. The country has also worked to safeguard sovereignty and territorial integrity, maintain social security and order, intensify external relations, step up administrative reform and anti-corruption, and improve people's living standards, he added. The leader also spoke of the scarcity of drugs and medical equipment at home and problems relating to the disbursement of public investment and the implementation of national target programs. The participants spent time discussing measures and solutions to overcome challenges and further boost socio-economic development in the second half of the year.
An international press conference was held in Hanoi on July 4th to announce the President's Industries Decision 2022.
The decision, announced by the Presidential Office in coordination with relevant ministries and agencies, is made on the occasion of National Day, September 2nd. Phạm Thanh Hà, Vice Chairman of the Presidential Office, said the beneficiaries include those who are serving their fixed-term sentences in jail, those who have life sentences reduced, and those who have sentences suspended, with the serving time to be considered for amnesty calculated until August 31st. He also noted cases that are not subject to the amnesty include those who attempted to overthrow the people's administrations, business crimes, riots, terrorists, and organized crimes, among others. This is the second year the amnesty has been conducted in line with the 2018 law on amnesty. The conditions for amnesty do not change much compared to 2021. According to the Ministry of Public Security, more than 3,000 prisoners received the amnesty last year.
Vietnam's GDP in the second quarter of this year were estimated to increase 7.72% year-on-year, higher than the growth rates in the same quarters during the 2011-2021 period, according to the General Statistics Office.
According to the General Statistics Office, the country's socio-economic development in the first 6 months of 2022 has prospered in most industries and fields, especially processing and manufacturing industry, retail sales of consumer goods and services, and exports. The agriculture, forestry, fisheries sector increased 3%, contributing 4.5% to the overall growth of the economy. The industry and construction sector was up 8.9%, making up 46.8%, while the service sector rose by 8.6%, contributing 48.6% to the general GDP growth. In the January to June period, the country's GDP grew by 6.4%, higher than 2% and 5.7% growth rates of the same periods in 2020 and 2021 respectively. In terms of economic structure in the first 2 quarters, the agriculture, forestry, fisheries sector accounted for 11% of the country's economy. The industry, construction and service sectors made up 39.3% and 40.6% respectively, the office said.
That's all for today. Thank you for being there with us and see you next time.